Hey Virgo, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channel messages that come through. So let's get into it. We're in Virgo season. We are just coming off of a full moon in Pisces, lunar eclipse, and we also have the 4 outer planets in retrograde right now. So all those astrological events are really kind of digging up things that we need to look at within ourselves, things that need to be addressed, our fears, our desires, what's working, what's not. People, relationships are definitely in front focus right now. And it is about kind of going back within and really not only trusting in yourself, like relying on your instincts. I think that's a huge theme right now, but also giving yourself the support, the stability that you need in order to be successful. And specifically right now in Virgo season. Oh, happy birthday. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a fabulous celebratory season. Just know I'm sending you all the love, all the blessings. I apologize that I totally missed that. But what I do love, what I was getting at is Virgo season really kind of just gives us an opportunity to balance and bring awareness to where we do really find success, where we do really find support that gives us the stamina to kind of overcome some of the harder stuff, the stuff that isn't so fun, the stuff that we do kind of have to face right now, whether we want to or not. That's why I like to start the readings off with an energy cleansing, just to set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out those places we might feel blocked, stuck, limited. It's a great time to set your own intention as well, especially if you've come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you are just looking for more of a rebalancing of self, alignment of your mind, body, soul. I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're aligned in self, when we feel good, strong, grounded, that really is where we're manifesting happiness, abundance, fulfillment. And I would love to help support in whatever way possible, Virgo. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, with that, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love, Mama. All right, Virgo. So I feel like your energy is a little bit spacey, a little in the way that you're just kind of checking out. I was hearing it's almost like you have everything. You're really good at organization, at balance, at kind of making sure that you're, yes, being active, doing what you need to do, but also that you are taking rest. I mean, that's kind of the name of the game with your sign, so to speak. But I feel like it's almost like you might have a little bit not too much time on your hands. I'm not minimizing that because it might not necessarily be the case, but I feel like as maybe there's a little bit more time and space in your life, as things are flowing fluidly, it's easier to see maybe where you were getting yourself stuck. Submission, mirror effect, and message of forgiveness come into play. And actually, this has kind of been a theme within the zodiac readings the last couple days, where sometimes when we're so convinced about something or whatever, right, and we're just kind of barreling ahead because we know this is true or right or whatever, life is like, no, you actually have to slow down. That's definitely that Mars tensely aspected to Jupiter right now. And it's uncovering fear, right? Like fear, places that we let fear kind of infiltrate, fear that could take us down the wrong road, or maybe a road that like we really didn't even want to go down in the first place. Had we kind of like, and especially if you're finding yourself in a place where you made a decision or whatever, where like now you're kind of just like, you know, disappointed with yourself, or maybe not waiting it out, seeing it through. There's also that part of it too, where that Mars energy can really get us into trouble. So message of forgiveness, we have forgiveness coming out as a double confirmation. Needing to forgive someone, needing to forgive yourself. That's a huge part of forgiveness. And often that's what for the practice of forgiveness really is. It's for ourselves. It's not necessarily for the other person. It's not about justifying bad behavior or like, you know, giving someone a platform to run all over you, you know, to make you a doormat or whatever. It's not about that, right? It's actually about for your own heart, your own sanity, that value of not harboring ill will or negative feelings or whatever. I know that's like very much easier said than done. We're humans, we all do it, whatever, right? But there's this value of kind of like needing to maybe pay attention to that a little bit more. Maybe something getting blamed when it really wasn't the truth, right? Kind of, you know, I'm a huge proponent that whenever we have a question, whenever there's a question about who or what someone is, I just say, okay, show me, right? Like whoever you call to, spirit, universe, God, whatever you ascribe to, angels, crossed over loved ones, you know, ask for that help, ask for that validation, ask for that confirmation. We're getting that forgiveness popping up again, because here's the thing. It does look like there might be like you're putting your toe in the water. I'm hearing you might be playing around with something that spirit's saying like, look, if you go any deeper into this, it could get a lot messier than what it needs to be. And it feels like you kind of have had to overcome something that wasn't easy. I'm not taking that out of the equation at all, because this is something that's kind of forced you to be more empathetic, more loving, more understanding to the people around you. Maybe not seeing something from another person's perspective, not really being able to understand. And sometimes from that perspective, being so convinced in yourself, what you think, what you see. But it looks like there has been some smoothing out of these bumps, yet we're still in this teeter-totter type energy with you. If it gets messy, then it can get really messy really quick. It looks like there's been some rebuilding, an agreement to reconnect, I'm hearing, especially if you're in a long-term dynamic or you've been involved in something where it has kind of made things really difficult, right, with the connection. It looks like either there was a reestablishment or like a commitment, like, okay, we're going to approach this from a different perspective. And like I said, there might be a little bit of downtime right now. I'm hearing idle hands are the devil's playground. You're getting exactly what you want. So make sure to like honor that and respect that with this message of warning, because someone's giving you what you want, but there's also a lot on their plate and you might not be seeing it. Like, you might have requested something from someone to prove something, or, you know, this is what I need. And you were kind of waiting for them to see how they would respond. And it looks like they're doing what they need to do. 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. They might have a lot of responsibility. It might be a little bit difficult for them. That's how their energy is coming up. They're juggling a lot. And you're kind of sitting pretty, Virgo. I like this. I like this energy for you because, and I'm recalling as I'm saying this, like previous readings where like you were working really hard to get something up and running, in order, etc., something that was very important to you, and it feels like, okay, now you have it, right? And you are sitting pretty, and that is a good thing. It's also basically saying, like, don't lose it, right? Like, don't fall back into habits and patterns, especially if you know they took you down a slippery slope before. It looks like there's this underlying theme of forgiveness. We've seen this, right, all across the board. And remembering, like, what you put out, you're gonna get back, you know, and I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just, it's so easy to forget that in the moment, right? Like, if we're gonna be a little bitchy to someone, then they're probably gonna be a little bitchy back, that kind of vibe, right? But if we can just take a second, calm our energy and say, you know what, I'd really appreciate it if you could do this. Or if someone does do something, you see that they are like busting their butt, whatever this is, then you can say, hey, thank you so much for that. Just a little, those things go a long way in relationships. And this is something that is important. 100% karmic message. Like, this is something that needs to be learned. Again, not to overly emphasize or fixate on this point, but if it's not seen now, if it's not dealt with appropriately now, Ace of Swords, then it can, you know, go in a different direction. I don't necessarily see that. I see that things are happening this week for you where it's like a cause and effect. Oh, if I say this, then they respond this way, or if I do this, then this happens, that type of thing. Yeah, because, well, whoever, whatever this is, has too much on their plate. They're already a little bit on the defensive. I think that there probably needs to be more conversations around this, more opportunities to hash out whatever needs to be hashed out. Because again, you're getting what you want, but I'm not really sure that it feels so great in the moment. And it's because of whatever this resistance is. Let's see a little bit more. And this just could be someone like kind of kicking and screaming. Let's see. Ooh, Virgo. No, the Devil. Oh, there's our Ace of Swords. So, and Ace of Wands. So this is, you know, here's the thing. It's like really kind of recognizing like different perspectives, different approaches, not on the same page at all. It's not a bad thing though. It's not like, oh, you can't figure this out because you're not on the same page. It's like there was a recommitment, but there still is a lot hanging in the balance. And depending on how things go this week, it looks like, yes, everyone's working together to some capacity. I don't know. This person feels a little bit salty. Maybe they're holding some grudges over you or against you. Again, why forgiveness is so imperative in this dynamic. But it's also that value that you're feeding off one another. And the Devil is manipulation, it's control, it's holding on to things that are not good for us, that really, they might be short-term gratifications, but long-term don't really serve their purpose. So whatever that is for you, be mindful, you know, and some of that is requiring you to have a level of awareness. I am abundant, yeah. Sometimes when we're overanalyzing or overcritical about things, it's hard to see our abundance, right? I know that money flows freely to me when I pursue my passions. So we, you know, abundance, yes, can look like a lot of different things. It doesn't just have to be financial. And oftentimes when we are present and appreciate what we have because we have a lot, you know, there's always something you can say you have. It really does push the focus into abundant mentality. And we don't have to live in that lack. It can feel like that in the moment because we don't have that thing that we need. But recognizing that and then saying like, okay, but that also means now I'm aware of what I need. And so how can I work it out to get to that place, right? I am on the right path. I know that nothing can get in the way of what is meant for me, right? Nothing's going to be taken from us. We forget that there is more than enough to go around, right? I mean, lack, mind, limitation, instant gratification, it loves to tell us otherwise. And it's hard to escape nowadays, right? We're such a consumer culture. It's insane. But You know, but I think that that's kind of when we are more present, when we are grateful for what is in front of us, the beauty that we do have, it really diffuses that need to like overly consume, right? I am dreaming bigger. I know that life is only limited by my imagination. I'm hearing specifically because like you've hit this level of success with this 9 of Cups, and now it's time to take it a little bit further, Virgo. Now it's time to like step it up. And I feel like you have all the things working in your favor to do so. It's just something karmically is lingering around that needs to be paid attention to so that you can kind of step into these bigger desires, dreams that you have waiting for you. All right, Virgo, I hope this helped. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. Definitely drop comments below if it did resonate. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. No, it blesses my heart, and I'm sending love and blessings back to you.